Hey everybody, welcome to the Samurai Reading Vlog. Keep on trekking. So I'm going to tell you guys what I've been reading, what I've been up to. I've gotten farther in some books, not so far in others, but that's kind of how it goes. A lot of some booktubers kind of just will take one book and then will read this whole book. It seems like they've read the whole book and just, oh, I just read the whole book in 1 hour. I know they've taken longer than that. And that's why their videos take so much longer, but I'm trying to do it. You know, I can read so fast. Although you'll probably have seen I have finished one book at least. Because this will be up after that. So I started another book. I'm going out of speed. But anyways. So I got 9 stories left in this book. Dolly's Hero, this is a reread. After I finish this one, I plan to read my showcase collection of Martian Manhunter because I've never read the 2 back to back. I'm currently on story 165, which is It's a Wacky Wacky World when Dr. Rigor Mortis and Superhood menace it, and Robbie spins his dial and becomes the freak superheroes. So yeah, I've got, I think, 9 stories left in this volume. I'll finish that one. Then I just started this one. I finished 2 stories. So we have, the first one in here is issue 20, which is the Blitz Squad Strikes, which has the Holland Commandos fighting their German counterparts, the Blitz Squad, which is Baron Stryker leading like the Nazi equivalent of the Howling Commandos, which I guess is, I guess they had met before, so it's kind of, yeah, I can only get my hands on volume 2, that's why I'm starting at volume 2, so, but it's actually pretty interesting to be starting there, because it's sort of like being, this is kind of being in the Nick Fury, this is kind of like having the Nick Fury equivalent of being in the 1989 Batman movie, because, you know, Nick Fury and Howling Commandos are already living in this world. I've read the S.H.I.E.L.D. comics, so I already know Nick Fury, Gabriel Jones, and Dum Dum Dugan. So I'm getting to see them in the past, and I'm getting to meet some of their friends in the Howling Commandos that I didn't get a chance to meet. You know, Rebel, Dino, and Pinky, and some of the others. And then I've read To Free a Hostage, which is issue, 21, which is pretty cool because the scientist is in charge of creating these weapons for them, but he wants to stop because, you know, the Nazis have essentially are trying to force him, because they've essentially taken his daughter and wife and are trying to blackmail him. So the guy in charge of them, Happy, sends in Nick and his team to rescue the guy's daughter and wife and get them out of this camp. Well, they managed to rescue his daughter. Sadly, his wife had already been killed. They meet with a French resistance unit, and they managed to help them get out. And eventually, they have along the way. So yeah, that's where I'm on that book. And then I'm on issue number 8. The last story I read was issue number 7. I got 6 issues left in this one. Let's see, and that story involved the JSA trying to gather money so they could send it to orphans overseas. Of course, Johnny Thunder, my current favorite hero, has essentially said he was going to get the biggest chunk, and trials and tribulations each hero has to go through to get the money to send to get to the orphans. At the end of the book, we find out that Green Lantern joins Flash, Batman, Superman, becoming an honorary member. Hawkman becomes chairman, and Dr. Midnight and Starman become new members. So yeah, the next issue, issue 8, would officially announce the official membership for Dr. Midnight, his owl. It does mention his owl as being a member, Hootie, who I think is female. I did not know that. I assumed his owl was male. And Starman as members. So that is all the non-Trek related stuff I'm doing. So let's, as it said intended, let's keep on trekking. Now let's talk about Star Trek. So, for all you guys who do like the paperback stuff, how do you keep your covers in good shape? Because I'm having trouble with that. But anyways, currently on chapter 6 of Vulcan's Glory. We're on the Enterprise. Okay, let's see if I can try and recap everything that's happened so far. Okay, I've told you about the stuff that happened with Spock. We're on the Enterprise. We recently discovered the chance to get that to reclaim the lost gem called Vulcan's Glory. Which apparently means a lot to the Vulcans. But was lost in a battle years ago, on a trip years ago. Though various reasons and things, the Vulcans have never been able to actually find it. It was on a ship, and the ship was lost. And though the Vulcans have tried, they've never been able to find the ship. Pike thinks he may have gotten a clue through this group that he's with, trying to know future with, that they might actually be able to find the Vulcan's Glory. We find out that 2 of Pike's female crew members, number 1, and in this book they always refer to her as number 1, and the other one, I forget her name. She's the one with the freckles. Both have a thing for Pike. And Pike seems they're out there down in the dumps. And that's really all I can recount. And Pike's on a peacekeeping mission. Our first mission. And Scotty is trying to make... There's a sub thing going on right now where Scotty's essentially trying to make engine room alcohol. He's only just now started. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I am currently on issue 2 of this. The little dog that Quark has brought onto the Shed Light has become part of the family. But we find out that the seller that Quark is selling it to may end up wanting to taxidermy that poor little dog, who he's named Laddie. So, what's Quark gonna do? I don't know. So yeah, only to look forward to this. And now we go to nonfiction. We've got from real time. They're still trying to fight to get a stamp, and unfortunately, the Challenger disaster has happened. Ray Bradbury has tried to use that to get their fight going, to get both the real life Enterprise and the fictional Enterprise on stamp. That may or may not have been a good thing. We're not sure at this point how that goes. But yeah, overall, whether that's a good idea or a bad idea, we're not sure at this point. But overall, that's my reading vlog. I told you my Star Trek and non-Star Trek reading. Let me know if you guys are reading in the comments below. So comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new, and hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. This is probably one of the least popular videos that I do. It's probably the least one I do for a while, the last one I do for a while, because it's hard keeping track of everything. Alright, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new, and I'll see you next time, right here on Book 749. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground and your nose in a book, and I'll see you next time.